everybody, and welcome back to another video on the Military and Surplus channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at an insanely special respirator that I have only ever seen one other example of. And you'll probably think, oh, this is just a normal C7, but you'll see later in the video why this is such a rare and amazing piece of history. So watch the end to see that. So first of all, the C7 General Civilian Respirator was the last mass-produced gas mask for the civilian population of the UK. It was planned to be issued to the civilians in the major cities and then was later planned to be issued to everyone in the UK. The main producers of the mask were Avon, Leyland and Birmingham Rubber Company and Dunlop Rubber. But mine is manufactured by someone called Henley, and I've only seen one other example made by them. And I will show you that stamping here. As you can see, it says if it wants to focus, Henley 554, so Henley 1954. And I've only seen one other example of a Henley mask, let alone why this is so special, which you'll see later. There were around 55 million of these produced and stockpiled ready for use at any given notice. I've seen documentation saying this in US manuals for civil defence and stuff like this, so if I can find the links to them, I'll put them in the description below. The C7 is a very interesting and unknown about mask because of the myth of a certain YouTuber, you'll probably guess who that is, saying they were dumped in the North Sea, when in reality the population, who had actually been issued them, were told they got around £10 in old money. I'm pretty sure it's like anywhere for like 100 to 200 quid nowadays money, but that's not the point. They would get around £10 in old money for each mask, which is quite a lot of money. And as you can guess, some people forgot about them or just didn't give them back for the money. One of the reasons why this mask was actually phased out is that there was a booklet called Protect and Survive, which basically was a booklet on how to keep you and your family safe in the case of nuclear war, and if you survived at all. Also, the other reason was the British government, great thinking again, basically just thought, oh, it don't matter, the civilian population is going to die anyway, only the government officials matter, so a lovely system of hierarchy there, I guess. The mask was most likely destroyed for its rubber and eyepieces to be recycled into other items like bike tyres or glasses, stuff like that. What makes this C7 a lot more special is that it's in size 5, and this means that this mask is insanely rare, because it is ludicrously huge, and you won't find another example of this, or if you do, I can guarantee you it won't be for sale. As you can see here, it's absolutely huge. I tried it on, and the only way I can get a face seal is to actually like crush it against my face and make the straps really, really small. So I can't remember whereabouts the size stamping is on this thing. I'll just try and find it for you. Sorry about this, I've just lost it all of a sudden. Here it is. It says 5 on there if it wants to. Yeah, it's just stamped into rubber, and this makes this insanely rare. Yeah, I've only ever seen one example of another size 5, but I don't think I've even seen another size 5 Henley before, so that is very, very, very special. So let's get to the actual mask now that I've stopped waffling. So as you can see, it takes a lot of resemblance to the General Civilian Respirator and the the Civilian Duty Respirator, as it uses the 2 eyepieces and the permanently attached filter directly instead of a thread or something. It also features an exhale valve. This can be in gold or silver, but I've seen them mainly in gold. Just about the myth of these being dumped in the North Sea, just to reiterate, that's not true. God knows where that certain YouTuber's got that ideology from. That thought from, but oh well, these were most likely just made into bike tyres or stuff like that, so to find one in this condition, let alone size 5, is just very, very, very special. And once again, before I forget, I got this from a very good friend who I traded the PRVU with, who I got the PRVU off. Sledgehammer Maniac, his channel name is, so I'll also put a link to that if I can find it. But let's get back to this, now that I've started waffling again. So, like I said, it's just insanely huge. Like, you have to be really fat to want to have to be issued this. And as you can see, it just uses 3 straps up here, the same as the general civilian respirator, and is stamped on here. If I can get that up on the camera for you. K554 PR169, I think that is. I can't quite see. And it uses the safety pins here that you attach on there to stop these moving when you've secured them. Any documentation on these of what they actually are, I have not seen. I don't know anyone that has any idea of what they are. My thought would have been it's to stamp the head harness in place, but it can't be, as that's there and the stamp's there. So maybe it's just a quality control thing. We don't know. Then let's get to the inside. Also, this makes it insanely special because it has the cardboard still in it, which means it's unissued, which would be why it's in insanely good condition. The cardboard on these makes them even rarer, so this is just... I couldn't believe it when he said he was going to ship it to me. And as you can see, there is the XL valve assembly... Sorry about that. There is the XL valve... Stupid thing. The XL valve assembly is in here, and obviously, unlike the GCR, General Civilian Respirator, this doesn't inflate. It goes out there, unlike the GCR, where obviously, if you don't have a valve on your filter, it's going to go straight through the filter back out, decreasing the time being used in the filter. I mean, being able to be used in the filter, sorry. Which would be a bad thing. And also, it would go around the side, which means kind of like a farting noise. Quite amusing to some people, but I found it personally really annoying when just trying to breathe. And what's interesting about this filter is it's dated 54, 53, and 45, which is just... it doesn't make sense. I'll try and see if I can zoom in for you guys, so you can see it. 53 is there. There's some other markings. There's a 54 there, and if you can make that out, if I can get it sorted for you, there is a 45, if you can just about make that out. Right there. I'll just zoom back out for you. There you are. And yeah, the filter is like directly attached to it. Also, it features an inner seal, which makes it very, very, very comfy to wear. It's a bit creased up here, but that doesn't matter. I'll just get the camera to focus. That would be nice. There we are. And yeah, this seal here makes it very comfortable to wear. There is stampings on the inside. If it wants to focus. Oh, the focus has killed itself, unfortunately. There you can see it says Lot US Lotus, sorry. 6 out of 54. 16 out of 35. Then there is another stamp there. There is also a stamp up there, but I'm not sure on what that means. So if you guys know what that means, I'll be very happy to obviously be told what that means. That's about it, really. Oh, before I forget, the face piece is made of a quite thick rubber here, but gets thinner towards the edges, where these are, as these are very thin and could, in theory, pull off if you're too rough with it. But I don't think you're going to be wearing one of these anyway, just because of how rare they are. And also, this is the strap that goes around the back of your neck. This is also just huge. So I dread to think the size of the person that had to be issued this. I don't want to focus. There we are. But that's about it, really. Oh, one last thing before I go. The normal C7 has like a flap that sticks up to about here of rubber. Mine doesn't have that, as it looks like it's being cut off. So if my camera could focus and show. There we are. It looks like it's been cut off, but that doesn't look like it's been done by a person because it looks too clean, as you can see. But this just makes this mask even more mysterious, which I quite like about it. Focus is not working today, which is amazing. But the filter has the same protection from the 50s and 60s lag filters, the light anti-gas respirator, which is quite weird considering military filters will generally have a high protection rating in those sort of days, but I don't know, that's weird to me. And basically that is it. So everybody, this was my video on the British C7 General Civilian Respirator. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. Forgot to do it, sorry. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. See you all in the next video, and cheerio!